What's up guys, Justin Seeley. Welcome back to the YouTube channel where I'm teaching you all things creative. Today we're going to be jumping into Adobe Illustrator CC and I'm going to show you how to work with the all-new Freeform Gradients tool. Now this is something that was introduced in Illustrator CC 2019, so unfortunately if you don't have the latest version of Illustrator, you won't be able to do this technique. However, you can replicate this technique using something called a gradient mesh, and I'll be covering that in a future tutorial, so don't worry. All right, now let's go ahead and jump in and learn how to use this awesome new tool. So first things first, I've got this apple here on screen, and what I want to do is make it look a little bit more 3D, because obviously right now it just looks like a flat piece of artwork, like somebody cut it out of a piece of construction paper or something like that. So in order to do that, traditionally what I would have to do is add a gradient, and then with the gradient, use the gradient tool to kind of, fake my way through it to make it look like there's a highlight, or maybe use a radial gradient and just kind of, guess as to, what this would look like and move it around. I mean, it just becomes a horrible, horrible mess. But now we have something called the Freeform Gradient tool, which makes it super simple. So now I've added the Freeform Gradient by clicking on it right here, and you'll notice here inside that I have this little point. This little point I can add color to, and then I can move it around, and then I can also add other points to it. So we're going to make this the highlight, so I'm going to move this up to the top right corner, like the light's hitting it from up there. Then I'm going to simply click right there to add a point. I'll open up my swatches panel, and I'll give that color a red swatch, and automatically you can see here that it's added a whole new dimension to what I'm doing here. Now I'm going to move this over just a tad so that the highlight's right here, and we're going to change this color just a little bit. I can double click the point and I get a little bit more control over it, so let's make this just a little bit more kind of pink, maybe something kind of like that. Makes it look a little bit more realistic, and then we'll close that, kind of move that in, and then I can also adjust the radius on this. So we're going to adjust that just a little bit down, move it over, and then I'll click to add another point over here. And this point, I'm going to make it kind of a darker shade of red. So we'll back this down, and now you kind of get the idea of what I'm going for here. Click to close, and there's my little highlight, and then down here we'll add in a dark red. So all the way down here, all the way down here, and then we'll just kind of drag this down. Something kind of like that. Then we'll click away. And I'll switch to the move tool, click away from it so you can see the final result there. And I could go ahead and I could do more for the leaf or for the stem, but in this case I think I can just add a couple colors here to kind of finish this off. There's brown, and then we'll just make that green. And if you wanted to take the time to play with those and add in the little extra details, you certainly could. But as you can see, we've taken the apple and we've transformed it completely from a flat piece of artwork into this almost three-dimensional looking apple in just a few short and easy steps, basically by pointing and clicking and inserting swatches. It is a super duper easy way to work. It is by far the best tool that I think they've added to Illustrator in a long time, and it is long overdue because gradients were an archaic way of working, and this is an amazing way of adding depth and shadow to your artwork in Illustrator without having to worry about the somewhat cumbersome gradient mesh tool. Alright, so that does it for this tutorial, guys. If you liked it, go ahead and hit that like button right now. Also, if there's something you want to see here on the YouTube channel, go ahead and drop me a comment down below. I'm happy to try to work that into my content plan. I also run a weekly poll on my community tab here, so be sure to check that out and vote each week, and I will make the tutorial based on what you guys want to see. I want this channel to be for all of you, and I want to teach what you want to learn. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon so that you get notifications each and every time I post a new video. And that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you again next time.